Everyone, just want to introduce you or show off my latest purchase. I did a short video on it, just so you know. It's empty, no magazine. You can see right in there. This is my HK. This is a P30LS, technically version 3. I just had a splurge. I had a permit in Jersey that was going to be expiring. And technically, I had two. I'm going to lose one of them, but I wanted to get something, and I was thinking of getting an HK. So I did. The funny thing about this HK is originally I was looking for the VP9, but I actually fell in love with this one. This, like I said, this is the P30LS. L for the long. It's a longer barrel, longer slide. And the S because it has a manual safety. And for those of you who don't know, the gun is ambidextrous. And I don't mean like in the sense that a Glock is ambidextrous, where you have to reset it and fix all the buttons and everything. No, this is ambidextrous now. So it has this, you can see it moving. It has the safety on both sides. It has a slide release on both sides. And it has the mag release embedded in the trigger guard, like HKs tend to have. You can kind of see it there. Now, this is a double fire, single fire. And it has a decocker, which is nice. My Shadow 2, which is the only other single action, double action pistol that I have, does not have a decocker. So the thing with this is the ergonomics are really nice. And right now it is, cocked, so it's in single action at the mode at the moment. And I will show you the reset on this. So right now, so there's a little bit of play. You can see there's a little bit of play in that. And you get to the wall, and then not much else after that. Takes a while to get to the reset, because now there's a lot of slop. So now it's in full double action. And the double action has a heavy poundage on it, which is nice at least, I guess. That way, if you want to pull it, you have to really pull it. It's not an easy trigger to pull initially. But once it's actually going and cycling, it's pretty nice. Aside from the slop in the trigger, it's not a bad trigger. It's actually a very accurate pistol. I've only taken it to the range once, and if I had a good trigger pull, because I do have a recoil shot anticipation, a recoil anticipation issue. And once you get past if I get a good pull out of it, and I'm able to get past the anticipation and kind of put the kibosh on that, this pistol drops rounds exactly where you're pointing. It's really nice. It's actually not even chambered in 9mm. It is kind of like the outlier in some of these. It's chambered in 40 Smith & Wesson, which means now I have to buy 40 Smith & Wesson. All my other pistols are 9mm. Now, like I was saying, nice ergonomics, has nice weight to it. Feels great. It has, these are the lowest pads. You can change out the back strap and the side grips, but it feels just fine in my hand. It's just nice and it just feels good. So I picked this up, fell in love with it. Now, the funny thing about this is that this is the HK P30LS version 3 is the pistol that John Wick, the character John Wick, uses in the first John Wick film. I found out that afterwards. So I was like, well, that's kind of cool. I didn't really plan on that one. So the gun used in the Wick films and the first John Wick movie has a compensator, and it may even have a magwell on it. But I know it has the compensator. The compensator is, I guess, was specially made for the film. But HK Parts actually makes compensators that are inspired from that film, and I went and purchased them. So I got the compensator, and I got the magwell for this. So I'm gonna put that on. I wanted to show it to you before I went and put all the accessories on it. I really don't know what else to say about it. It's a nice feeling gun. It has a nice weight to it. Um, I'm not a carry person, you know, like I don't have my permit to carry. You can do that in Jersey. I could go get it. I'm at that point of where I take classes where I could apply to apply for the permit. You know, take the do the test and all that kind of shit. But I don't know if I'm going to. But I could see this being a carry pistol. It's technically full size, but it has a slightly smaller feel to it. I wish I had a holster for this so I could use it in the classes that I take. Right now, I use my Shadow 2, which I love, but it's big, and it'd be nice to have something a little different, something that's a little bit more concealable that I can maybe even use in IDPA matches. Who knows? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the accessories on this. So we're going to check it out in a couple minutes. So that took a little longer than anticipated, but I put the compensator on and the magwell, and this is what we're looking at now. It's a low profile magwell, works with the magazines that it came with, which is nice. And then the compensator. It slides onto the rail, and it has a Picatinny rail on its own. So even though it's covering the rail that the gun comes with, it provides one. And this actually serves as a locking component too, because it has this is separate, and it has a pin which then goes up into the pick rail that's on the gun. So it helps keep the compensator from flying off. But also there are 2 screws to lock the compensator on and 2 screws underneath to lock the pick rail on. I just used my fat wrench set to 26 inches per pound, or was it 3 nanometers or something, 3 Newton. I'm butchering it, I know, make fun of me, that's fine. But here it is. It adds a lot of weight to the front. I mean, the pistol itself is actually had a little bit of weight on the front because of the longer slide. But now it has a lot of extra weight because like this piece right here is solid. You know, it has a, you can see that or not. I don't know about YouTube etiquette. It's a fucking video. You're not going to get shot. But it has a, it looks like it's kind of funneled. You know, there's a little bit of sloped edges to it, venting. And it is listed as a compensator, not a flash hider. So it's legal in Jersey. And this is a little metal low profile magwell. It helps, goes into the finger grooves and helps accentuate that last groove. This is a rubber band that came with the pistol. I kind of like it on there. You know, a little bit of extra grip. Feels nice. Left it on. But tomorrow I look forward to trying this out. And like I said, it's chambered in 40 Smith & Wesson. It's got a hell of a lot more weight to it. Had I prepped and planned more for this video, I would have grabbed a scale and all that shit. But yeah, I think the full mag will help balance it out because, you know, I mean, unfortunately, Jersey 10 round magazines, but it'll add some weight with the 40 Smith & Wesson that'll help balance out this beefy compensator. So I think the only complaint I have, which is so minimal because I still have to get used to this, but where to put my thumb without putting it on the slide. It's a little uncomfortable, but I'm finding it, you know, if I put it on the slide release, it seems like that kind of works for me. I didn't talk about the sights. These are the sights that it came with. They're not night sights, but they kind of accentuate, you know, they look kind of white in this room, but they'll accentuate the light and they get kind of green. They look like they glow green, but I don't think it's like I don't think it's like a technical night sight, which has like the tritium or whatever, the you know the nuclear radioactive little bits to make it glow. Man, this has got some weight to it, you know. First time I'm feeling it with the compensator on. I can't wait to take it out tomorrow. The amusing thing is that with the compensator on it, right? I'm trying to do this with one hand. I'm trying to open the original case that it came with. It will not fit in the original case anymore, and I knew that. All right, let me look. So I went and bought a Condition 1 case. It's very similar. It's a similar case to the HK case. Same design, same shape, but this is big enough for my Wick Stick. So, all right. Well, thanks for sticking with me. Have a good one.